pronouns. Turkish pronouns have no gender, the engineer explained, so why does English need gender? The biologist said singular they allowed him to trash another colleague's work without mentioning their gender. The engineer objected that they was plural, so why use it for one person? He had a better idea. Just pick a pronoun. Pick she, why don't you, and use it for everyone. Why can't you English speakers manage to do that? What's Your Pronoun is a book about why we English speakers can't manage to do that. Maybe someone tells you their pronouns are sie and hier, and you wonder, where is that coming from? Or maybe you know that it comes from a way of looking at gender as a sliding scale and not a simple binary, or that gender, like language, is a social construct, not a scientific constant. Or maybe you believe that gender is a biblical truth or the result of that X and Y chromosome thing. Or maybe the whole gender debate just isn't on your radar. But if you want to know the stories behind these coined pronouns, or the rise and fall of generic he, or the changing status of singular they, this book will tell you those stories. You yourself may have tried to answer the question, what's my pronoun? If you've already picked one, this book will tell you where it came from, and maybe where it's going. If you don't already have a pronoun, this book will help you find one. Maybe you don't want to be put on the spot about your own gender identity, and you wish the whole pronoun thing would just go away. Then this book will tell you about the non-binary pronouns that provide some breathing room because they sidestep the issue of gender altogether. And even if you think it's a question whose answer is obvious, this book will help you understand what the fuss about pronouns and gender is all about. And here's the bonus. You will have heard an entire book about a part of speech, and you just might find it informative, useful, and even fun. Today's sudden interest in personal pronouns is tied directly to the recent focus on gender inclusivity, non-binary gender, and gender nonconformity. If you Google gender and pronoun, you'll find lots of reports about colleges asking students to declare their pronoun along with their major, or a story about students resisting such requests, as one did by declaring that his pronoun was His Majesty, or students upset that suddenly they have to announce this decision to total strangers when they're not even sure how, or what, to say about their gender identity to their friends and family. Or stories about public figures like Caitlyn Jenner and Chelsea Manning who've changed their pronouns along with their names to match their gender identity. Or prisoners suing for the right to switch their pronoun along with their cell block to better fit who they are, not who their birth certificate says they are. Or parents requiring teachers and friends to refer to their child as they or just by the child's name, so that the child can develop their own sense of gender free from outside influence. You'll also find people openly mocking gender-neutral pronouns. For example, when United Airlines decided to add the gender-neutral title, mix, to their booking options, saying that people could now fly the way they identify, their Twitter announcement was greeted by a flood of responses along the lines of, I identify as a carry-on bag and will now fly for free. Attacking pronouns, whether sarcastically or seriously, hasn't stopped the search for a gender-neutral pronoun. For more than 200 years, long before transgender, cisgender, and gender fluid entered our vocabularies, a small but vocal number of writers, editors, and grammarians, mostly men, have lamented the fact that English has no third-person singular, gender-neutral pronoun to refer to both a man and a woman, or to either a man or a woman, or to conceal gender, or to prevent gender from causing a